If you're watching this, you're probably making around 6 figures per year. Financially, you're in great shape, but your health, relationships, and energy have all taken a back seat to the grind. And now you really want to transform your physique, your energy levels, and your confidence. But most importantly, you want to level up your lifestyle. The truth is, life becomes so much easier and fun when you have the body of a superhero, as well as max energy and the confidence that allows you to have the women and the lifestyle of your dreams. When you look, feel, and act like a superhero, you have way more traction in your relationships, within your business, and with your confidence. And if you're single, you begin to get attention from women who never used to bat an eye at you. Research shows that the single most attractive feature within a man is his shoulder to waist ratio. When you look, feel, and train like a boss, you become more symmetrical, proportionate, and attractive. Even your facial structure will become more defined. You see, the worst thing in life that can happen is to feel like you're packed full of so much potential, but you never get your chance. You never get your shot to show it. When you look and feel like a superhero, the universe begins to fall into your lap. Opportunity comes knocking. That's just how it is. I didn't make the rules. My name is Max Duran, and I know what you're thinking. Just another typical fitness program. Great. I'm not like other meatheads, and my program isn't like any others. With my proven max energy system, we don't simply just give you the tools to upgrade your hardware, but more importantly, the tools to retrain your software. You see, our past traumas and limiting beliefs are what stand in the way of success in our health, relationships, career, and finances. When I was 12 years old, I found my 17-year-old brother dead in his bed, foaming from the mouth. For years, I bottled that down, holding me back from my potential. I used to play the victim. Confronting my pain and limiting beliefs, as well as taking ownership for my situation, allowed me to initiate the healing process and has made me one of the best coaches in the space. You see, trauma is stored in the body, and when we don't confront and release it, we aren't only inhibited from building muscle and losing fat, but we're hindered from becoming the most powerful version of ourselves. I feel for you and all that you have overcome, as well as the bullshit you've yet to address. I want to help you install my Max Energy software so that success is inevitable. Plain and simple, my clients get results. Let me tell you a story. Jordan. He was overworked, immobile, stiff, losing muscle mass, gaining fat, and not sleeping well. He wanted to have the energy needed to pour into his business, manage his team, and still make forward strides with his body and energy levels without having to spend countless hours in the gym or kitchen. He was working 12 or even 14-hour days, but his focus was all over the place. And by 2 p.m., he was exhausted and reaching for his third energy drink just to stay awake. Sure, he was putting in the hours, but he always finished the day feeling exhausted, wondering whether or not he even moved the needle. Fast forward 6 months after working with me, and Jordan's ripped, has more energy than he's ever had before. His income went up by 40%, his dating life is on fire, and believe it or not, he's actually working less while accomplishing more because he's focused and energized every single day. Instead of 12-hour days, he's able to crush the same amount of work in 6. And no, he isn't stuck in the gym training 2 hours per day, or spending hours cooking in the kitchen. You see, all my clients want the same things. More energy, a killer superhero physique, tons of confidence, and they want it fast, without all the headaches of time-consuming meal prep, long gym sessions, and complicated habits that you follow one day and bail on the next. And so what I do with every one of my clients is help them install an autopilot health system into their routine, so easy to follow, they barely even notice they're following it until they're brushing their teeth in the morning and they see washboard abs, chiseled jaw, and those broad shoulders staring back at them in the mirror. Mike was addicted to caffeine, burnt out, soft, and insecure. He wanted to get back to being confident, full of energy, and strong like any 23-year-old man should be, but he was worried this would take away from his business performance. We discovered his sleep schedule was fucked, his diet was inconsistent, and he had an all-or-nothing approach to the gym. We realigned his circadian rhythm, which fixed his sleep, made dieting easy and simple, and restructured his training to hit his business responsibilities. The result after 90 days is that he left a toxic relationship for the girl of his dreams, gained 15 pounds of muscle, has more energy than ever, and continues to grow both of his companies.
And I always thought that health was one of those things that came later. It's not. You gotta take care of the health now, and your business will explode as a result of it. And I'm just super grateful for my body transformation, how I feel, my confidence level, and all of my energy, my productivity, and everything. So definitely recommend working with Max to anybody who runs a business.
I know you aren't them. Not everyone is the same. Here's a situation I see often. You may think this won't work for you. You may think you have to give up all your favorite foods. You may think you need to work out 2 hours per day. You may fear that women won't like you and that people won't think you're cool. You fear that men will laugh at you, that you'll be laughed at in the marketplace. You won't be able to perform in bed because you have low testosterone. I know you want that max energy, that confidence. I know you want to be good in bed, to please and be noticed by women, envied by men. I know you want that six-pack abs, strong, functional frame to move through life with ease. I know you want to be resilient, hard to kill. I know you want good sleep, stable emotions and mood. You don't have it yet though, and I'll tell you right now, it's not your fault. Society has let you down. Your past conditioning won't allow you to believe you are worthy of more. You've been conditioned to believe that the only way to have financial success, to make tons of money, blah, 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 is to work yourself to literal death. This hustle culture that everyone is pushing is actually what is holding you back from being able to break through to a new level, not just in your work, but in your life. If you do not know what to look for, then you're gonna be deteriorating your body, nosediving your testosterone, wasting time and energy on things that just don't work. You need to start taking action on these things right now, or else you're gonna be 40 years old and not be able to perform for your wife because you have the testosterone of a 40-year-old woman. Do you wanna be going out into the dating world with desperation and pity? Or do you want to have agency, volition, and power over the situations that you are welcoming into your life? Do you want to be 40 years old and feel like you need 6 cups of coffee just to have subpar energy? If you don't take action on leveling up your energy and getting into the best shape of your life with my Max Energy program, then you're going to be playing an uphill battle the rest of your life. I got 2 degrees, worked my ass off reading hundreds of books, research articles, testing theories, working with clients over the past decade, working with coaches myself, spending hundreds and thousands of dollars to determine the pitfalls of society and how the modern world is set up. It feels fucking good to be complimented by men and women on my physique, my magnetic energy, and my agency over my own life. It feels good to be in control of everything I touch. Does it feel good to be surrounded by 7-figure entrepreneurs that need 1,000 milligrams of caffeine just to get through the workday, but I'm the one putting in just as much work effortlessly? Yes! But you know what feels even better? Is to be able to share this with other men that need it. Aren't you fearful of losing your manhood in the next 5 years unless you take action on this? My proven Max Energy system makes change simple. Most programs try and force new hardware onto you, but don't dare tinker with your software. We make it a priority to upgrade your software of the mind. Why is it that people start their New Year's resolution with the perfect plan, but 3 weeks down the road, they fall right back into old habits? This is because they're trying to create new hardware on old and dated software. With my Max Energy system, we make sure to upgrade and rewire your mental software so that positive change becomes inevitable. By committing to the Max Energy system, you will gain more control and volition over your life. Instead of trying to implement everything all at once, we will focus on your highest ROI areas based on your specific goals and begin to build on them over time so that you don't get overwhelmed and fall back into your old and destructive mental software programming. Alongside new and improved software, we still want to focus on your hardware. Most trainers try and pigeonhole you into the same cookie cutter program. For every client, I take the time to evaluate your baseline in these 4 areas of movement, nutrition, sleep, and stress. If we do not have a clear picture of where you were at, then we'll be spinning our wheels trying to figure out where you want to go. How you live your days is how you live your life. The key is to not force change all at once, but to make small, meaningful changes day by day, getting you to the point where you become damn near unrecognizable over the course of 90 days. When it comes to movement, we will evaluate your output on strength, your cardiovascular baseline, your mobility levels, how strong you are through a full range of motion, and where your weak points are, as well as your low-level physical activity levels. Your current nutrition intake needs clarity so that we know what gaps need filled, and to make sure you're still able to eat the foods you enjoy while progressing forward and turning you into a superhero. Cookie cutter meal plans just don't work. Your timing of nutrition, training, and other habits are where most people royally fuck up, leading me into sleep. The number one thing people don't tell you about sleep is it's the most important thing to max out your energy and turn you into a superhero. You don't even need a ton of sleep just to become more efficient with it. Quality and consistency over quantity. Our sleep is going to be a direct correlate to the timing of our feeding, our movement, our light exposure, as well as the fluctuations in our core temperature throughout the day, meaning that our habits, routines, and systems will directly impact our ability to lose fat and increase energy. Next is stress. When our stress is out of control, or more importantly, when the wrong stressors are present, focus and execution will be diminished. Your decision making and willpower will suffer, leading to poor nutrition and movement systems. Stress isn't always what you think it may be. Some stress we welcome, and some stress we want to eliminate completely. Your ability to regulate your nervous system will be the determining factor for long-term success. It's time to build a new you. We make building muscle the priority. You do not have a fat problem. You have a lack of muscle problem. Muscle is a highly metabolically active tissue, meaning that the more muscle you have, the better your metabolism, the better your circulation, more energy, and less fat. Fat is an energy destroyer due to increased levels of cytokines, which triggers systemic inflammation and an overactive immune system, ultimately leading to homeostatic shutdown. This is a fancy way of saying that your body will begin to attack itself. My proven and unique style of training allows you to build max energy muscle, permitting you to look and feel like a superhero without having to spend copious amounts of time in the gym. On top of building your body, we must mold your mind to have a hard-to-kill mentality, rewiring your mind for success, abundance, and power. It's time to shred. Believe it or not, training in the gym is more about muscle building and less about fat loss directly. It's what you're doing outside of the gym that is going to give you the abs and the energy that you desire. Abolishing the fat, unnecessary stressors, and limiting beliefs you may have about yourself will be key to achieving these goals. The reason a lot of fitness programs don't work, even if you have a decent 90-day transformation, is that you haven't embodied a new physical specimen. You haven't reprogrammed who you actually believe you are. With my proven max energy software upgrades, we incorporate different NLP, meditation, breathwork techniques to uncover past traumas, heal from them, and replace limiting beliefs with tactics for success. Your default setting of being lazy, eating like trash, and self-sabotage will be replaced so that you eat well, move your body, and fill yourself with positivity without even having to think about it. You see, anyone can force new hardware, but for you to believe you are worthy and deserving of it, we must change your fundamental belief patterns so that success lasts a lifetime. My goal for these next 90 days is to make you fully independent as an elite physical specimen that beholds the elite mental fortitude that will rewire your mental software for success no matter the challenge. The reason you're gonna stick around after these 90 days is because you fucking love the community and the fact that I'm out here proactively seeking new information so that you know you're always on the cutting edge of health and overall well-being. The same reason Michael Jordan always had coaches and trainers in his corner even after he started winning MVPs and championships. Going at this by yourself is going to be a recipe for disaster. So you need a strong community that is fighting the good fight alongside you, and you need to be held accountable. Accountability from yourself, from your coach, and from your community. This may be the single most important aspect of maxing out your energy and losing all that useless flubber. As we can see, everything is connected. We won't be able to achieve max energy and sustainable fat loss without the whole system in each and every variable. Movement, nutrition, sleep, stress, and community need to work in unison, and no area can be overlooked as they all feed one another. Through the increase in energy, you're gonna make more money, feel good, and perform better. Fitness and energy will no longer be a struggle or a pain point for you. That is my offer. I will not let you fail. It's my superpower to turn you into a superhero. The first step to work directly with me is gonna be to book a call below. I can't wait to have you on the team and become part of something much bigger than yourself.